So that this by-election had been occasioned by what happened post the Supreme Court's decision. All right? Now, this morning, there are three candidates. The NDC's James Jachikwesin, the NPP's Opoku, and then the LPG Sepenu. There are three candidates in this by-election. And we all know them. So put them up, please. The three candidates who are representing the three political parties. So these are the candidates who are represented. But of course, it does appear as a two-horse race. 1952 and then 1983. They are the ones in the lead. But I'll give you some analytics that I saw from the Parliamentary Network Africa. It's talking about the by-election. So far, this will be the 32nd by-election that we have had in the Fourth Republic, right? The 32nd by-election that we've had in the Fourth Republic. And it's been occasioned by many things. There have been 23 deaths. There have been 5 resignations. There have been 2 disqualifications. There has been 1 incarceration. That's Adamuk Sakande case. And there's been 1 that crossed carpet. NPP has won 16 of those, snatched 3 seats from the NDC during the 3rd parliament. That's from year 2000 to year 2004. NDC with 13 wins, CPP with 1 win, and independent candidates with 1 win. So that's what you have there by way of information. Now, quickly, there's been a lot of conversation. Yesterday, the IGP made a directive, and he made that information available to the people that all the members of parliament will have their bodyguards not bring their weapons. All right, they have to surrender their weapons. And once he said this, it raised a lot of, a lot of concerns. So, for example, a member of parliament sent this to me, that it's information that had been sent to their bodyguards. It says, reference above, instructions from the police personal protection unit bodyguards should understand that they were police personnel before their respective principals saw and chose them. In view of this, they should all adhere to the administration instruction before anything else. Should one follow the principal, that's the MP, and lose his or her job, be assured your principal will still go for another police personnel to work with. Please kindly adhere to the police administrative instruction in connection with the event so you keep your job. Just don't try otherwise. Thank you. So this is an advice, is an order, and I see a subtle threat in there. Well, while the IGP may have very good reasons for doing what he's doing, is he going to apply this blanketly? Is he going to apply this to everybody so that all the government officials who have left their jobs and they are out there campaigning, and we don't know who is doing their job here in Accra, all the ministers who have left their jobs here and they are out there in Assin North presently, and they've been there for like a week and all of that, we don't know who is doing their jobs. When they also arrive with their bodyguards, will their bodyguards be asked to surrender their weapons? It's a key question that must be asked, because Superintendent Tobo has said that, look, from a professional point of view, this is okay to regulate the arms and all of that, which is a good initiative, but will it be applied across board? The MPP's chairman said the party's internal security will work with the police security to ensure that the things are going, they work in tandem. I thought that the parties have security. I don't know. I'm only asking. Now, here is MP for South Dai, Roxin Nelson Echedapiamakwa, who spoke, and he says that, look, the IGP's directive is trying to vary their conditions of service as members of parliament who are equal to high court judges. Listen to him.
They have been incapacitated with the withdrawal of the weapons of their guards.
Bodyguards attached to MPs are part of their conditions of service. The IGP has no power to vary the conditions of service of a sitting member of parliament. In the same way, he has no power to vary the conditions of service of a superior court judge in this republic. So for him to simply issue a statement and say that bodyguards to members of parliament should surrender their weapons to the nearest police station is unlawful and is unconstitutional. I want to ask the IGP whether he was in this town and saw MPs with their bodyguards at the MPP's rally yesterday at Assin, whether he saw it. I smell the police service being used as an accomplice to help the MPP win this seat.
Well, that's what they think. That's what the NDC thinks. Is that what is happening? Would they surrender their weapons? Would they not surrender their weapons? What kind of consultations went on? And we are looking forward to a peaceful election. But you see, in the run-up to this very decision, the President of the Republic had made a statement that many lawyers think was a very reckless statement and was very, very irresponsible. Listen to the President. What did the President mean when he said that Obia or Bekwa da Efiase? Was he making a prejudicial statement? Was he preempting what the courts will do? Because if you look at the posture of the Attorney General, even asking for Mr. Kwesi to appear in court every single day until the Supreme Court itself rules that no, let him go and finish his business and come back. It gives a certain impression where Mustafa Bande, who is Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, thinks that Jachi Kwesi may never get justice. Now the President makes this comment. The President is a respected lawyer. The President is an officer of the court. The President is learned. The President is supposed to be educating those of us who are not learned. For him to have said that, what questions does that raise? And you see, the President said something. I'll come to it. But play me the video from Fomena. Play that video for me. Today, the President is working efficiently and effectively with Mr. Siama, who is Deputy Speaker of Parliament, MP for Fomena. He went to Fomena to campaign against him. He went to Fomena to campaign against him. He says he's looking for somebody who he can work with in Assin North. That's Mr. Opoku. So he's endorsing him. Now, did the President, for example, listen to the members of Parliament who remained MPP and came to him on the matter of Kenoforiata and Charles Dubois? Did he listen to them? Is he working with them? So you're looking at all these things, and then you are asking yourself why the President couldn't restrain himself from making that statement that is suggested to be prejudicial. Because not so long ago, the Supreme Court ruled that the President did what was unconstitutional in the Domelovo matter. If you're a lawyer and you do what is unconstitutional, it means you have done what is unlawful. And you do what is unlawful, it means you are lawless. So one would have thought that the President would have learned from that, but no, he didn't. And he goes on to make such a statement. Everybody's quiet. Will the Supreme Court haul him before him for contempt? If a Johnny Hughes says it, what will be the reaction of the public and all the Council of Elders and everybody else, Council of State, everybody else? What will be? Play my last video. Let's go. Good morning.